Well, boys, it's been a long drive, but we're finally pulling into town here, and our new shop is just up ahead. Now, a bit of context here. I sold my custom truck shop, Elevated AF. It was a completely custom $2 million shop, and I finally decided to move into something not quite as crazy, but in my opinion, a way better area. Now, check this place out. Completely fenced in, unlike the old yard. It had some gaps in the fence, but now we are completely fenced in a huge area. Tons of room for activities. We got displays for vehicles on either side. All sorts of crazy cool stuff. My hotshot truck has already arrived with 2 brand new trucks for us to build. However, I don't know if we're going to get to that today because we still got a lot of stuff to show up here. Now, I've got another truck and trailer of stuff coming here very shortly, but we're the first ones here. So I guess we better check this place out. So not only do we have this absolutely massive lot that's all paved, which is really nice. If we run on back here, this might be a bit of a long run. Definitely getting in my steps for the day. As you can see, there's a gate right here. So if we open this, we got a whole nother chunk of space. And I've got a couple ideas. One of which is another burnout pit, which we had at our old shop. I think we need another one. And then maybe some sort of drag strip. I don't know if this is long enough for a drag strip, but maybe like a small dirt drag it'd be perfect for. Anyway, those are just some ideas. We still have so much space to work with. It's not even funny. Now, I will admit the shop is unfortunately not as crazy as the old shop at the moment. And someone left the door open. Dang it. Now on the outside, we of course still have the big Elevated AF logo. Stepping inside, we have a massive office area. We opted to have more of an office and less of a showroom than we originally had at the old shop, but we're still going to put some stuff up here. We got lots of room yet. I just don't have any inventory at the shop at the moment, so it's going to be a little bit. Of course, we got the fancy gaming computers. Bit overkill for office work, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Stepping inside the shop, you might notice there's a big old semi here. Now, I sold my old transport semi with plans to build a new one, but this one came up for sale right as the shop was getting finished, about a week before we were moving in. So I bought it and had it shipped here early. This is a blacked out Kenworth semi with a car hauler. Now, not entirely useful for the big lifted trucks we tend to build and sell, but for certain trucks, this will be perfect for transport. We have trucks going out everywhere these days, so we needed something to, you know, transport the smaller trucks, make it a little bit easier. But don't worry, I got plans to build another crazy stretch semi, because I mean, we can't just be rolling around with this thing. We got tire machines, bunch of lifts, 3 to be exact, big long bay over here so we can pull lots of stuff in at a time. So if we're just doing a quick tire change or something, we can just pull it right in here. We don't even have to put it up on one of the lifts if they're all busy and just get it done that way. Big toolboxes, the whole 9 yards. Where's my lights? I need my lights on. Oh, there we go. That's much better. And then if we come up here, actually, hold on. We got a pressure washer and there's drains in the floor so we can wash right inside the shop, which is nice. Coming up here, there is a big open area. We got nothing up here at the moment. I got to add some shelving units in here because we're going to put all the stock in here. That was one issue we kind of had with the last place is we didn't really have a lot of space for boxes and such of stock. So this will be kind of the stock area, or we could turn it into a really cool game room or an even cooler waiting room. No, we need a place for stock. Never mind. Anyway, that's about the tour of the shop. There's not a whole lot going on in here just yet, but there will be. And actually, I should probably get some stuff unloaded. The other truck should be showing up here in a little bit. So once it's here, we'll get it unloaded. There's one thing I still have to build here, though, and that is a loading ramp. We don't have one here, so that needs to be addressed. But for now, we'll work with what we have. See, this is where the loading ramp issue might come into play here. How the heck am I supposed to get this truck off the trailer without having a loading ramp? That's a slight problem. Anyway, for now, I'm just going to park this behind the shop. We're probably going to pave a little bit more area back here and put maybe some sort of a storage shed out here, because we always have some equipment out here and it'd be nice to have something like that. But for now, this is what we got going. Now, this would be our only truck technically for sale at the moment, so I think I'm just going to put it up on the rock display here. First truck ready to be sold. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I should have built one of these at the old shop. Yeah, I think back here I'm definitely going to have to put up another shop, then make kind of a pull around area. I think that might be the move. Because we do have a lot of trucks and a lot of trailers that don't go for sale up on the dealership, so we need somewhere to park them. Okay, so I have an idea on how to get this truck off of here. Probably not the smartest idea, but we're going to give it a try. Without a loading ramp, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not a smart idea. I don't even know if this is going to work. We might be okay. I'm going to give it a try. The only thing is I got to try maneuver this. I don't know how that's going to go. Okay, this is really not ideal here. Well, I got one tire off the ledge here. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work. I really don't think it will. I'm gonna try, like, maneuver it the best I can. Okay, plan B. I really didn't want it to come to this, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Up you go. Okay, I think this might work. This is very precarious at the moment. Okay, just gotta pull the truck out of the way, nice and easy. Okay, I think we're free. Run back here. This is sketchy. This is sketchy. Oh, man. Lower it down, nice and easy. All right, we're good. Thank goodness. That is a really expensive truck to drop. Well, now with that truck off the trailer, I can actually fold down the ramps. I am gonna make a call, though, and maybe see if I can get a loading ramp put in here by tomorrow. Well, with that all dealt with, the hotshot truck has once again headed out. Off to go pick up some more trucks for us. Well, we can't build these ones just yet. Once our stock gets here, we'll get these built in no time. It's been a little bit here, but look what's arrived. Our last truck and trailer. That's kind of sad to say, considering how much stock we had, and we just sold it all right before we moved. That is good, though. Kept our moving costs down. Of course, the infamous shop truck. This is gonna sit right here and probably never get used like it did at the last shop. And the good old Ventrac mower. It's a good thing we got this out here. This place needs to be mowed ASAP. But I'm sure as heck not going to do it. One of the new hires can. Yeah, looking at this now, this is a lot more lawn to mow than we originally had at the last shop. It's a good thing we got a cool lawnmower to do it with. Well, I got one of the dealership trucks here. We're going to take it and go for a little drive real quick. I did come and scout this town out before we came here, obviously. Wanted to check it out, see what it's all about. Now, this is a very small town. You might be thinking, Austin, why would you move your truck shop that relies on having a lot of people around to a very small town? Well, about 20 minutes up the road, there's a very big city, and land is a lot cheaper out here, especially for how much real estate I needed to build that shop on. So this was the smarter move, and really there's not a whole heck of a lot out here. It's kind of just a smaller town with, I think the main attraction here is a big old Circle K. That's about it. Yep, not too much here. Oh, there's a Dunkin' Donuts attached to the Circle K. Okay, well, there we go. Anyways, if we just drive right down this road. Am I wrong? Was this the road? Nope, it wasn't. This is the road. Anyways, this is my new house. If you guys remember my last house, it was a big blue mansion and it had a swimming pool out in the back. This one's not quite as crazy, but it is temporary. I know, it sounds crazy that this is my temporary house. It is a very nice one. But what's nice is if we walk over this way, it is like right across from the shop. So I'm thinking I may just build like a little trail down here or something right towards the shop. That way I don't got to go all the way around town that way. Yeah, I bet you I could build a trail right through here. I just got to cut a couple of trees, so it wouldn't be too bad. Anyways, the spot of my future house is right down here. I bought this chunk of land here too. So big open piece, lots of room. And actually, I'll probably be clearing trees out back there to make some more room as well. And then planting some more up front for some privacy. But I'd say it's a pretty cool place. The only other thing I might want to do here is add another gate back here. Because if we end up hosting some sort of a truck show out here, I'd like another exit to the property. And I feel like this would be the perfect spot. I just have to trim some branches. Anyways, even though this is my temporary house, I still want to do some stuff to it because it's going to be a while till I get my next house built. So if you guys have any suggestions what I should do to this place, let me know down in the comments. I mean, there is a small garage. It is very small. Maybe I should make some room for like a bigger garage. I'm not too sure. Can I get through here without scratching up the truck? I'm gonna try. Ooh, we might be scratching the roof a little bit. All right, we're good. Yeah, I think this would be a perfect spot to have just a little trail that runs right through there. I might just have to get rid of a tree or two. So not too bad. Anyways, if you guys have any suggestions for the shop, let me know down in the comments. Also for this big open area over here, I'm not too sure what we should do with it yet. I have a couple ideas, but we'll have to wait and see. At any rate, it's gonna be a little bit toward building trucks, but once we get building them, I got some cool projects in mind. Because of course, it's a new area. We got to get some eyes over here at the shop. All right, so it is the next day here. We got a big load of freight on the way for the shop, but I'm heading out to go pick up something that I've wanted for a very long time, but I just haven't went and picked it up. So luckily for me now, because of where we moved to, I am only 30 minutes away from a trailer shop by the name of Doolittle Trailers. Some of you may or may not have heard about them, but they make some really, really good trailers, and I've always wanted one, and I had one custom built a while ago, just haven't had the chance to go pick it up. But now, since we're only 30 minutes away, I can actually go pick it up. Well, I just made the trip, and I am just rolling back into town here, but check this out. This is one long trailer, and it's got rock lights, so it matches the truck. Dang, that looks cool. So I just want to kind of pull this trailer up next to my Diamond C and just compare it. If we back it up a little bit here. I gotta get this right. So these are both the necks right up next to each other here. Now this is a 44-foot trailer. It's got the extended neck for towing with a lifted truck, which is perfect because this 450 is very lifted. The neck is not quite as long, but it is close. Anyways, this is a true 44-foot here. We are looking at so much more space to load up trucks. And if you don't have a loading ramp, you can't load onto the ramps themselves. So you essentially got up to here realistically if you're trying to load without a loading ramp. So we got lots of extra space here now. It is a little bit lower in the rear, but that's fine. But I should have no issues loading up 2 full-size crew cab long box Super Duties onto this, or a 6x6 and maybe another vehicle. At any rate, this thing does have really cool rock lights all underneath it to match the truck. Big shout out to Wheelman Fab for sending this over. I'll his Patreon link down in the description if you guys want to go check it out. But that is one of many additions we'll be getting to the new shop here very soon. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe and goodbye.